and welcome to DeForest Hobbies. We're going to be working on Volume 7 of the VF-1 Valkyrie from Robotech. And I just wanted to show before I did this, these first few issues come in boxes and stuff, and this is like the front of the boxes have different things. So this is what the box art for this one looked like, and that shows the parts and stuff, which is really nice things. I wished I could have this without having all the writing and stuff on there and crop that out, which is kind of nice. But yeah, that's basically what's in there. I'm sure you'll see a couple of these. You probably happen to see them in my intro videos to this, and that's what they're coming from. Par from the different thing of the magazine that shows you different stuff. But anyways, here's our magazine, and I'll go through this here, and looks like we're gonna get some more pieces to take and start putting on our metal piece that we got from the last episodes, which here are the instructions. So we just put them together, and doesn't look like we're gonna have much to do, so may end up bundling some more parts together in that. Maybe this one will even be with the other ones. I don't know yet, but they're talking more about the intricate parts of this thing here, like where it comes in from in the back side and deal, where it becomes the chest piece here, and it's the back plates and stuff. As it transforms, they're kind of showing how that all works together. Wouldn't it be cool if we actually had one of these that actually worked like this? This would be so interesting how that works. But this is showing the escape system, how it ejects from that part as it sits down, and the pilot gets moved up and put into the headpiece of the robot where he sits. So this here, let me see, make sure I'm gotta make sure. This here is showing us the F-14A, which has got, they're talking about this, probably the Stinger missiles and the armaments. I'm not sure exactly all of these pieces here, because since I can't read the Japanese writing in that, I can't do it. But I am a little familiar a little bit with some of this, but not quite as much as some other people, and I'm sure people can correct me if I'm wrong in anything, but I know this is all the F-14A stuff that they're talking about, which is basically what the Veritech fighter is modeled after in the TV show. Here we are talking about Macross characters again, and this time we're talking about Lin Min Mei. That's FDF1 here. Now that would be an interesting build. That would be huge compared to this. I have seen a Lego style build of that, and I've also seen some plastic models in that. This is talking about her with her singing and that, and her and Rick's kind of love affair at points and times. Her different costumes that she has throughout the TV series or movie in it, and kind of Lisa Hayes kind of likes Rick Hunter. We know that Lisa Hayes likes Rick Hunter, and Lin Min Mei likes Rick Hunter too, but her and Rick kind of go away, and of course eventually Rick and Lisa get together. Oops, spoiler alert on that one. So that is it on that one, and it looks like we're going to be getting the other side down here of that same parts that we're going to be working on. So that's going to be like a right and left thing of this this build here. Let me see if I can bring it in just a little bit. There we go. That's it. But some of the things showing the lights and that, and the head movement, and these things move up and down, and the wings move out, and the cockpit, and also the engine parts move up and down and have lights in them. So that'll be interesting when we get to this. And this, interesting enough, this was actually only brought out in down here. I noticed this is copyrighted in 2020, so this is only about 5 years old, this build and that. But I know they've done a few more jets over in Japan, besides just this anime model. the reason they don't bring them over here to the United States is because, well, supposedly we don't have as much anime enthusiasts like over in Japan, where it's a big thing for them. So they have like Captain Harlock, and they have Captain Harlock and the Space Battleship Yamato. I'm sure if you watched any of my channel, or if you're new to my channel, I have the Space Battleship Yamato build going on, or could be finished by the time you see this one here, you know, sometime in the future, if you happen to subscribe or come across some of my videos. But let's get this off there and let's see the parts. All right, here is the pack 7 parts, and it looks like we've got partially this is metal. Looks like a lot of the outer body parts are going to be metal. Got a few screws here. Nice metal piece here. That's plastic. This piece is plastic. This is plastic, and this piece is metal. I just want you to know there is some nice fine details on there, and that, if I could just get it to focus. Come on. Focus, 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 focus. I don't know where it is. Okay. By the time I get it focused, it's like way down here someplace. But yes, it's got all nice little focus things here of all the different panels and stuff on there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to bring over our plate here. Our plate, let me back this up just a hair. Just a hair. There we go, just a little bit. So we don't need that quite away. We're going to take this piece here. No step. I've seen that quite a bit. And what we're going to do is we're probably going to need a little bit of glue here. This weather is acting up on my sinuses today, and so we're going to put a little bit of schmeg on these little holes here. There we go. A little bit on that one there. There we go. And we are going to put this in. Doesn't seem to have a preference whether it's left or right. There we go. We're just going to stop that in there, right there. And then what we're going to do is we are going to put that piece, we're going to put that piece right here on the front. Are we going to put that with that down or with it up? We're going to put that with that, looks like down. Yeah, we're going to put that with this up and that down, so that's going to go right there. All right, now we're going to use the ones that are same with our things here again, like we had in this part here. We had the little flathead screws. These look like they're about the same size as those other ones. So we're going to take this here, and I feel like a Klingon today. For some reason, I feel clingy. Plastic does not want to let me go. It's like, no. And unlike other people, I seem to talk a lot about some of the stuff that I am, so forgive me if I'm a long-winded talker at times. So as we established, this was the bottom, and it was top, and we're going to put this over here like this here, and we're going to stick this in here like so. There's one, and there is two. Oops, here we put some oil on there. Just a little dab will do ya. Little dab will do ya. Alright, so now we've got that piece on. What we're going to do is we're going to take this piece here like this, and we're going to take this piece here, this little metal piece to the metal piece. And we are going to use, yes, we're going to use these other pieces here. I'm just checking to make sure that is the correct thing that we are doing. Let's see here. Got for them. Interesting. Makes me wonder. I am almost thinking they want us to use these screws here for this because we've got 3 here and we've only got 5 here, and we're going to use 4 of these 5 into this part here when we attach that. And I am thinking that is how it's going to be. Yes, I'm thinking this is how it's going to be. So, could be wrong, could be right. But that is what I'm going to try to go with. See if these tighten down enough for me to tighten this in here. It looks like they will tighten down to that, which seems to be pretty good. The holes are a little bit wider on the top on this part than it is on the other side. So we're going to do that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this, and there's 2 locating pins right here, and we are going to locate them in these 2 holes right here, bringing that together like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece here, and they want us to put it with this part down like so. Now see, the thing is those are also kind of indented, but I'm thinking that this is the right ones. I'm thinking this is the right ones, because they do not show us using let me look at this once more again. We're going to check this once more here, just to make sure. I'm just kind of looking. Oh, there is some different ones. Okay, so we've got 3 of those, and we've got 3 of those, and we got this one here. So they're telling us to put these longer ones here into this hole and this hole, and they're telling us to put the shorter ones in this hole and this hole, I believe. Let me see here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, peoples. We have messed up. Alright, we have totally gone wrong here. I was wrong. I shall have to endeavor to look at these much better. Hey, we're supposed to do that. Alright, these were the wrong ones. Okay. Haha. We shall get this correct. Yes. I don't have my technical difficulties thing. Beep. Technical difficulties. Well, let's do this again. Okay, we're going to put this on here again. Like so. And we're going to use these screws here, not these, and not this one. That's a different one. So we're going to use these screws because this pack happened to have 3 different sets of screws in here. They got sneaky on me. Gonna have to watch that. They can do that. Alright, so we're going to take that and we're going to do this. Back to this. These are a little bit longer screws too, that's another thing. So, alright. I was kind of sort of afraid of that because those were a lot shorter than these, than the things for the thickness of that. Oops. Boy, that's a very magnetic personality screwdriver here. These. Alrighty. Put that down like that, and that like that. And now, we back to this. So we're going to take that screw and we're going to put that off to the side. So we don't confuse ourselves anymore. Let us not be confused. We will know this for the next time when we build the other side. So, now we put this back again. Bring this piece back around here. Whoops. Come on. She wants to come out there. Okay. So we put that in there. Alright. So now that we've got that, there we go. Sit on there. Now we want to use, we're going to use these longer screws here. Come on. I only want one of you. I don't want three of you. I want one. Alright. Put this one in here. So, get this lined up again. Everything lined up. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this longer ones here through this part here, because it's going to go through all this metal there. Put our other one in here, and that's going to go through this hole right here, down through. So, and now we're going to use these ones that we had here before, and since they got oil on them already, we can just stick them in here right now. That one goes in there because, see, that's all it goes. It's going from the plastic into the metal piece itself. So, there we go. Alright. Took us a minute or so. We'll have to source that a little better when we do that. We close up our glue bottle, and that is all we got to do in this stage for volume 7. So there we go. We got that part there done, and there we have the bottom there. Got a nice little thing on there, little thing there, and I'm sure there's more pieces that come over the top of this, but there we go. And so probably doing the next part over here on this side. So that's all there is to do in Pack 7. Hope you're enjoying. Talk to you later. Bye for now. Hey, if you made it to the end of this video, congratulations. Just remember, like and subscribe for all my great substance. There you go. Catch you on the flip side.